Leprosy, also known as Hansen's disease, is surrounded by myths, stigma, and fear. It was thought that leprosy caused fingers and toes to drop off. It doesn't. However, side effects increase susceptibility to injury, which leads to infections and tissue loss. Therefore, while leprosy doesn't cause fingers or toes to drop off, it is capable of causing disability and blindness if left untreated. Leprosy is neither hereditary nor flesh-eating. You may think that it is a disease of the past, but leprosy is still highly prevalent. Over 70% of new cases are found in India. Leprosy is curable with multi-drug therapy. But, unlike many other diseases, even once cured, the patient has to battle the stigma associated with the disabilities caused by the disease. The after effects of leprosy often cause rejection and exclusion from one's home and community. People affected by leprosy need more than just medicine. We need programs that deliver a combination of compassion and action. Anand Gram provides just such programs. At first, Anand Gram was an unauthorized settlement on a private property in the suburbs of Pune. In 1970, a generous donation from Oxfam made it possible to establish Anand Gram Pune. It was started by Dr. Indu Patwardhan. There were various active programs for rehabilitation of the lepers, such as carpentry, weaving, tailoring, and more. Soon, Anand Gram became home to over 400 patients. The status today is very different. The residents have grown old. Many of the rehabilitation programs have been stopped since the residents are no longer physically able. However, they still work in the kitchens and a few in the fields. Now it is their turn to receive a little TLC. These aged residents need to be taken care of. In addition to the lepers, one also needs to consider their children. Leprosy is not hereditary, and luckily most of the children did not have the disease, but unfortunately children of ex-patients face difficulties in gaining admission into nearby schools. To overcome this difficulty, a residential school was established within Anand Gram premises in 1980. The school at Anand Gram presently has 250 students, and classes are conducted from kindergarten to the 7th standard. Unlike the rehabilitation centers for the elders, the school has grown over the years. The children who would otherwise have been on the streets are receiving a good education and have room and board for their safekeeping. The school gets some funding from the government and also has a number of programs that help with fundraising while bringing in active participation from people who want to help. One such program is held by the Girl Guides of Surrey through Sangam. These Girl Guides come for a week with the specific purpose of actively working and interacting with the children while teaching them through fun and games. Do you come every year?
No, this is the third. We came 3-year intervals.
Okay.
So this is the third time we've done a project here.
Okay.
Whatever resources you've contributed here, have you seen them put to good use?
Oh yes, we paid for the playground.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then we paid for the lockers in the dormitories, and now this year we've given the money for the saris for the old people and for the school bags.
What do you think about the place?
It's amazing really, but I think the girls get more from being here than we actually give to the children. I think because they're all privileged girls really. Even if they're not financially privileged, they're still privileged to ever come, and the place is amazing. But it's so sad as well because they have no mothers to love them, do they?
People who have been rejected by society, children who have been deserted because of the stigma of their forefathers, they all now have a home in Anand Gram, the village of joy.